Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. It's time for the first Advent knit along. I've got little Suki bear next to me. She's chewing her bone on the floor. And I'm just going to pick back up with knitting. I was just working a few rows. And I'm just going to continue. And pretty soon here, I can switch out to the third colorway, which is Dragon Dance, I believe. Hello, everybody. Noki, Danny, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. Oh, Amara, you made it. I know. I decided I was going to plan it, like schedule it on YouTube yesterday, and then I just forgot. So, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Asher. Oh, all my friends. Danny, you're doing school right now? I won't say anything if you don't say anything. So at the moment, as I discussed, I'm just working on a raglan style knit pattern, and I purchased this from Darling J'adore on Etsy. So see, I got my lights on again today. I planned ahead. So I have Yip Yip, which is colorway number 1, day number 1 right there. And then right here is Air Nomad. So we're just working. I think I'm going to do either 1 or 2 more rows. Haven't decided yet before I swap out colors. I try to do math as best as I can to try to figure out how often I should be changing out the Advent Day colors. And if my math is correct, I'm going to swap out colors every 6 or 7 rows. And it just kind of depends on how long I want the top to be. So I just kind of used the gauge that was given in the pattern, which thankfully I didn't gauge swatch, but my gauge matches. And based off of the gauge and how long I want the top to be, I kind of did the math and it comes out to 6 or 7 rows. So that's what I'm up to right now. And hopefully we actually get a good amount of knitting done, because y'all know sometimes I don't even knit, I just talk. And if anybody is new here for the first time, usually y'all tell me, but traditionally I do mostly crochet, but over the last 3 or so months, I've been all about knitting again. So here we are. And before I spend too long talking about it, so I read the pattern description, and usually when designers make their patterns, they list it, they usually put something about the techniques that you will be using in the pattern, so kind of a heads up. And I didn't see anything about German short rows in the description, which is why I went for this pattern. And then lo and behold, on page 2 of the pattern, she's like, all right, we're gonna do German short rows now. And I was like, no. They're not terrible, but I think the Capricorn in me, the stubbornness, was I don't want to learn that yet. I just want to, try to perfect what skills I have. And then here we are. I'm forced to do it. So we did German short rows, and it actually came out, at least to me, it turned out so good. I would have to say, in this pattern, I think I had to repeat the German short row sections 5 or 6 times. And I wasn't able to short row without looking at the pattern until the very last repeat. I had to keep going back, which was kind of a pain just because it was new. But on the very last repeat, I got it down without looking. So you've got the little short rows in the front. It's kind of hard to show you. I don't want this to fall off. But I've got I see the neckline, short rows, and then the back of this top, I almost said sweater, we have the longer rows. So it turned out better than I thought it was. And now I can pick back up. Madeline, you're from Sheffield, England. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, knitting a skirt. Y'all, if you haven't done it already too, go join the Discord so that whenever you guys tell me about like the whips that you're working on, you can post photos, possibly even videos in the Discord. Oh yeah, videos for sure, because Sarah posts videos of her doggy all the time. Okay, wait, I need to focus to do this. Last increase. I don't know what it is, but I love making one left, but when I have to make one right, I hate it. I hate it. I don't know why. It's just tension's different. I'm just not a fan of it. But now I'm on a regular stockinette row, so I can just kind of breeze through this. Yeah, I'm either going to do 1 or 2 more rows with day 2, and then I'm going to switch it out. Sarah, yeah. Thank God you're watching the show. You're watching, so I've been watching the new Avatar, not live, but the realistic one, the non-anime one, the one that just came out. And I have a lot of thoughts on it. So I'll probably get to that in a second. But hopefully you're watching the anime version, because I feel like in that sense, like that's where I pulled the color inspiration from. I've noticed a lot of changes with the new series. It's not a terrible show. Like I'm enjoying watching it because for the most part, the storyline is the same. But there's like certain character development differences that they have with the new one that I'm just like, y'all should have stuck. Y'all should have stuck. And also like the timeline is a little different. So I don't know. I enjoy watching it just because I like having something on always in the background, but I prefer the anime. So yeah, these colors are supposed to like coordinate with the anime. Thank you, Amara. I'm missing some. Oh, JT, you're about to open up day 4. Okay, thank God you didn't go on Instagram. I'm always worried about like what time I should post like each day on Instagram, because I'm worried some people are gonna like go on Instagram like first thing in the morning and I don't want to ruin it for them. But I did send out an email last week letting everybody know who purchased the Advent that, if you guys are big on social media, do not go to my Instagram before you open up that day, because I'm going to post it. So I wish I could see your face. I wish I could see your face as you're about to open up day 4. Oh my gosh, Suki is getting so big now that she can jump up on the bed by herself. So this is the guest bedroom / office workroom. And not only is the bed frame higher in here, but the mattress is also taller and thicker. So when she was a puppy, there was like puppy, she could not get up on this bed. She would try, could not. And then just like this last week, with like no effort, she's able to jump up on the bed. So what was originally a safe haven for my yarn and my projects and just like anything else that I'm working on, bags, anything, is now up for grabs. Because if I have like my little, like this leather tote bag, oh, look at these handles. It's a chew toy all of a sudden. That Hobie plastic bag. If I don't watch her, she'll tear into it and destroy the yarn inside. So I'm slowly losing surface area to Suki. Pretty soon she'll be able to jump up on this desk if she wants. And then I have to find new little hidey holes for all my stuff. Madison, you're new. Well, sorta. I'm on your Discord. Oh, as Forrest. Okay. So not all the way new. I got to rejoin your Discord with your new account. Yeah, do it. And thankfully, like on my YouTube, like on all of my YouTube videos, new ones, I have the Discord link there finally. Don't know why it took me so long. So that invite should be like indefinitely open. So you can just really easily find that link again. And I also put it in my Instagram bio, the indefinite link. So if any of y'all are trying to join the Discord and see what other people are making, either just like with their Advent projects or just like any whip in general, go to the Discord. Goes by Drea. This pattern, I don't know if there's a name for it, but it's by Darling Jador. I also have this pattern, like a photo screenshot of it, linked in my Instagram highlights. So if you go to my Instagram and you go to like the very first highlight, it should be the avatar highlight. And I have the pattern there. And it's a really gorgeous knit top. It's knit top down. For me, US dollars, I believe it was like $6 or $7 and some change on Etsy. Here we go. I'm gonna put in a good amount of focus and work on this top because I want to do the color change on the live stream. Lainey, make one left is the best. Make one. Slowly I'm able, so my issue with make one right is just like the angle and the direction. I can't always stick with continental. So if I'm just like going continental and I come up on a make one right, 75% of the time I have to go back to English just to like get it right and then go back to continental and then I can make one left beautifully continental. So I don't know how, but a couple of minutes ago on camera on live stream, I was able to make one right sticking with continental, which is something I haven't even done like this whole time. I've been switching up styles. But you know what? That just goes to show practice, practice, practice. As annoying as it is, I know if I just keep having to repeat it, eventually I'm going to get it. So, and I love the look of the German short rows. Like the minute I was done doing the short rows, I thought it looked so good. Like it looks so clean and I like the outcome of it. But the process of German short rows is not particularly my favorite. Like once I finished the ribbing, I was like, yeah, I get to go right into raglan. And in a sense I did, but I just thought I was going to do like stockinette raglan. And then the pattern surprised me. So be aware. The Darling Shador pattern, there is German short row. So Madeline, for the longest time, Discord, I wouldn't say it intimidated me, but I just didn't quite know like what it entailed. So I put it off for so long. But thankfully, Amara here, one of our mods, helped to set dang near everything up. And once I got in there and like saw the options and like what you can do, I was like, wow, why did I put this off for so long? Like it, for the most part, it is very user friendly. It just kind of gets intimidating like the more and more you add to it. So yeah, get on it though, because like if you guys are just joining as just like a contributor and a member, so easy. Like just click on any of the tabs, see what people are up to. You can comment, you can post your own stuff. or you can just like lurk and like people's photos and see what they're up to, but you don't have to be like super, super contributional. Is that a word? You don't have to be super active. So yeah. Amara, you've continued on to Cora. I have thoughts on Cora too. I don't know. As an avatar, I thought Cora could have been like a, I don't want to say a stronger character, but I think what annoyed me so much watching Cora, I love the graphics. I like the timeline. I love a lot about Cora. I think she just kind of annoys me a little bit. Like she's so, I don't know. She's like a little whiny for me. I'm like, girl, you the avatar, just handle it. Handle it, you know? And I feel like in Last Airbender anime, when Aang chooses or is forced or like has to go into the avatar state, it's pretty rare, like when he's fighting. So I felt like the avatar state held a lot more meaning and like it was more like monumental. But Korra, it'll just be like the simplest thing and she's like avatar state. I'm like she just does it so much. I'm kind of like, okay, it doesn't feel as special. That's the word. But I do like Korra. I like the period of time that it's in, like the graphics a lot. I don't know, maybe I'm just being stubborn and picky because Last Airbender is like it was just so high on a pedestal. So everything else is like hard to compare. So yeah, those are those are my thoughts. V. Oh man, V, you've been more consistent. You've been coming by more. Oh, my thing scrolled up. Oh, Emily. Hello, new viewer here and loving your content. I'm considering picking up some Karen cotton ripple to crochet a tank. Wondering what you think about the texture. So I actually started like just a random whip uh, probably like 2, 3 weeks ago using the ripple cakes, and I like them. I like the texture a lot. I think the colorways are really nice and like nothing's too crazy. Like it's very springy, like spring inspired. So I like that. But I can't give too much thought on it because I haven't really finished my project. I haven't gotten that far with it. So unfortunately, you might have to ask some of the other people here their thoughts on it. But my first take is that I like it a lot. Obviously, because it's cotton, there is like hardly any stretch. So that is definitely something to note, especially like making a tank. Hello. Oh, I don't know. Should I switch colors or should I do one more? Mm, mm. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I should switch colors yet. Maybe I should just do it. Ooh. Nana Adai. I don't know how you read my mind. So Nana said, "Can we please get an EB knitting tutorial?" So I've actually been thinking I might do it this weekend. I'm gonna film a knitting like 101, like knitting basics, because I don't have one of those yet on my channel. And I've had a handful of people ask or like request me to do kind of like an introduction to knitting, like the basic stitches and everything, because a lot of you guys are like getting into knitting or you want to. So I'm pretty sure this is, I don't want to, day 3 is a dragon dance, right? I don't want to. Right? Am I tripping? I was winding up. I'm trying to like wind them up day by day, and I picked up the wrong colorway. So I didn't want to like show it on camera if I grabbed the wrong color. So yeah, I think this weekend I'm going to film like the basics, the intro to knitting, like the basic things that you need to just start and practice. And yes, she is getting, okay, she's curled up into a croissant right now. She's getting so big. Y'all probably won't even believe me if I say this, but she is like a hair taller. Well, now she's probably definitely taller. She's like a hair taller than Mowgli already. Like she's still shorter than him, but their backs, she's taller than Mowgli already. She's getting so big. And in case y'all, okay, I'm just gonna double check. Me not knowing what days my colorways are. I don't know them all off the top of my head. Like I know the general order. I need to make sure. Yeah, okay, Dancing Dragons. Dancing Dragons. Dancing Dragons. And then I'm going to give y'all like a little bit of time to open up day 4 in case y'all haven't opened day 4 yet. But I caked her up this morning and I'm best believe I'm going to flash her on camera. I will flash day 4. And I'm not really picking, I mean, if anybody cares, for my advent, I'm not picking like a specific spot to swap out my colors. I'm just going to do it. So I'm just going to do like the invisible join or like the magic join. I guess in knitting that means something else. But I'm just going to be attaching like my new color somewhere near the beginning of the row. I'm not aiming for perfect here because let's be honest, who's really going to notice like, oh my gosh, she didn't start her row with the color. Like she went 4 stitches over. I don't care. I don't care. All right, we're going to see here on camera. We're back to, I need to write this down because if I don't write things down, I will very easily forget what row I am on. We are on row 6. Okay. So yeah, Suki's getting way bigger. Yeah, Sarah, you should post at least like your beginning photo of your blanket to the Discord so people have like an idea of like other projects. Because as I've mentioned before, you do not have to be doing whatever project I'm working on for the Advent. Y'all can pick whatever you want. If you guys want to do like a tote bag, Sarah's doing a blanket, you could do a sweater, you could make like, I don't know if there'd be enough yardage, but like imagine, I wish I thought of this sooner. Little tiny, like very tiny amigurumi for each day. I guess the hard part would be like patterns that are that small. But imagine like little amigurumi that represent that day. Like so for example, day 1 for Yip Yip, y'all could make an Appa amigurumi with his colorway. Oops, what happened? Lainey, you're doing a cardigan right now, and the beginning is all German short rows. For how long? The funny thing is, back when I was making Jordan like his surprise Christmas sweater, I wanted to make him, I guess it was like a raglan. So I purchased, the pattern is beautiful. I only read up until like the 2nd page, but I was going to make Jordan a different top. And I already paid for it and everything. I read the description. And then lo and behold, there was German short rows. And I was like, I don't got the time to learn German right now. Learn German. Because I was on a deadline to make his sweater, his top. So I had already paid for it, but I was like, I'm not using this pattern now. And then I ended up using Kara Knits. Why does it feel like my yarn is caught on something? So I opted for a different pattern to make Jordan's top. Like I just completely avoided the German short rows. And then here I am just trying to avoid it again. I got caught. They caught me in the web. So I learned it. It's not terrible. It's just you really have to like slow down your pace if you're like learning it for the first time. You can't just like whip it out. I don't know, maybe you can. But if you're a beginner knitter, you can't just like, boop, you know. Oh, here we go with this make one right. I swear. Y'all are gonna see if I have to go back to English. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I don't want to. You see how ugly that was though? Like it's not, there's no technique to it. There's no finesse. Okay. See, and then make one left is just like butter. Butter. Asher, you said you can always find your make one rights sticking out, but your make one left's camouflage. Let me see. I don't think I've ever like really looked at it. Okay, wait. You know what's funny? I think I have the opposite issue. My make one rights look camouflaged. Oh, nope, there's an error. Oh, it's just my knitting. Because sometimes in some sections, the make one rights look camouflaged. And then like on the other side, the make one lefts look fine. I also need to practice increases more. I think I've only done, this might be like my third pattern that I've worked with increases, knitting increases. So I really don't have that much practice. What is this music? I don't like it. Madeline, I feel like this community would be the best place to start TBF. Ooh, I don't know what that means. Somebody help me. To start. I can't even guess what that is. Okay, Asher, thank you. I thought I was going to get heat for that, but you're agreeing with me. You said that you could not stand Cora's character. Jordan, like I was like irritated, but I was just like I'm just going to put up with the show. Like whatever. Jordan could not stand it. I've mentioned before how like Jordan and I will time and time again like we'll restart Last Airbender just to like watch it through. And the last time we were watching Avatar and it finished, I was like, oh, should we just like continue on and like put on Korra? And we watched, I'd say like one episode, and he just gets up off the bed and he's like, I can't do it. And he turned it off. Like we couldn't. We just can't handle. I think they just could have written her a little bit better. Pauline. Oh no, you have to go to a meeting? Yeah, I have mixed feelings about German short rows because like I said, they're gorgeous. They add a really useful effect. It's a great technique. Just slows me down. Like I'm turning and then turning and then turning back, doing all this work. And in my head, I'm like, I could already be like down here on the top, you know, but Amara is still getting used to Korra. Got to remember she's still young too. And I never know how much of the critique is internalized misogyny from myself too. See, for me, it's not even, I like that they wrote a whole series about a female character. I just feel like when they went to write a female, avatar, I think that's where the writers could have done her more justice. Because, I mean, I don't wanna sit here and, like, compare the avatars because obviously everybody's different, and, like, out of all the people in the world that could have been chosen to be an avatar or that just ended up being the avatar, everybody's gonna have, like, a different personality. It's like it's interesting because Aang, he was, like, even younger than Korra, and Aang has a lot of, like, questioning if he can do it or fear that he can't accomplish something, but Korra just seems I don't know, like, some things Aang will just do, like, he'll just tackle it, but Ko I don't know what it is. I think I need to, like, rewatch it because I think the last time I watched Korra was, like, well over a year ago, probably, like, a year and a half, if not more. So I think I'm gonna bite my tongue. I might rewatch it this month, and then I'll come back to you. Yeah, Korra was interesting. Ooh, no, 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 what happened here? Oh, here we go again, to make one right. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Don't make me see how slow this is. Oh my gosh. Hey, but I'm doing it. Tension is whack. Tension is so tight. And a lefty. Madison. He said, "Oh, thank goodness. I've tried to knit and I don't understand it at all. Hopefully, when I film the little like intro to knitting, I hope the way that I explain it or showcase it can help you. I know there's already like probably hundreds of how to knit videos out there, but everybody has their own unique style of presentation and explanation. So let's see if my methods get through to you." Alexis Matthews. I'm using the Advent for a blanket like Sarah, and I've been so excited to work on it. I'm already working with the day 7 colorways. Shh, don't say what it is. Oh, I mean, technically, you don't even have the name of it, but you can kind of guess, based on the color. That's crazy. You're already on day 7. I already know some people who have opened up the whole Advent. I'm not going to say who. I know. A couple of you guys have messaged me and been like, I already opened them. Do your thing. It's your Advent. Just if you guys have been opening up your Advents early and like working with the colors, my only request obviously is to please not post them in the Discord um, until that day, just so that everybody else, like, in case like you guys tag me in it, I don't want people to like stumble upon it. So do your thing, open up whatever colors you want. Just wait to share it with the world until it comes. Yeah, for me, I like obviously I have like a color gradient kind of going on. And oh, see, I couldn't make one right. I that's not right. Well, I guess I could have done that. This might be such a silly question, but for a make one right, is it going to be the same if I pick up the stitch with my right needle and then transfer it to my left and then knit it? Or does that twist the yarn in some way? Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe is that a thing, y'all? Am I like just realizing this now? Obviously, like it's an extra step, but is that going to be fine? Like, do any of you guys make one right in that technique? Like, you pick it up. Does anybody pick up their make one right with their left needle? Am I tripping right now? Is there an easier way to do this? Steph, welcome to the live stream. Isabella Downey, hello. She's having a dream. Can you guys hear her? Sometimes I'll be like working or filming, and then I hear like little cries, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is she okay? And then I look over her, like I'll go in the other room, and she's having herself a dream. I'm like, oh my gosh, you scared me. Thought you were crying. It's funny, she snores louder than Jordan does. She is a loud sleeper. Oh, look at us. I'm proud of myself. This is probably the most knitting I've ever done on a live stream. Isabella, you just joined. I'm currently working on a raglan knit top for the Advent, for the Avatar The Last Airbender Advent. As it is right now, Thursday, we are on day 4 of the Advent. So I didn't actually start this project until Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Was it yesterday? I think I started it yesterday. Something like that. I skipped the first day just because I had other deadlines that I was behind on. So I'm doing a little bit of catch up. Obviously, I'm still behind a color, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And considering I'm only going to be working between 6 and 7 rows per color, it'll be really easy for me to catch up. I'm not going to be using the entire mini just because I'm following obviously the same pattern, but I'm going to go for a slightly cropped top. In the photo of Darling J'ador's pattern, it looks like more casual fit and kind of like hitting maybe like the top or like the base of their hips in the photo. So I think I'm going to aim for like, I don't know, an inch or two below my belly button. So I'm not using the entire mini. And who knows, this could also bite me in the butt. I could come close to the end and realize that my math was completely off and that I need more yarn. I'm hoping that's not the case. If that turns out to be the case, we're just leaving her as is. Okay. Niam, you're making socks and you're loving how the colors look together. Oh, I want to see socks. Are you going to just do like a couple rows of each color? Like, are you putting it all into one pair of socks? Or are you going to make like multiple? Shatika, blessings, hello. My thing scrolled away. Sanchez, currently working on a long sleeve shirt using the Loops and Threads yarn. Ooh, I do be liking the loops and threads. They've they've picked up their game. They're pretty consistent. I like their fibers. Oh, to be fair, I should have known. Oh, Elizabeth, greetings from Mexico. Isabella, what do the advents look like? So the advents are they're each individually wrapped, and there are 13 minis, mini hanks, and then one full hank. Um, so at the moment, I can't quite obviously show the entire advent, but they were sent out in boxes. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. Whew, whew. That was row 7. Oh, we're at the end of row 7. Here we go. Is this cheating? That might be cheating. This doesn't look right. These doesn't look right. These make one rights. I need to scroll and to the bottom of the chat and see if any of y'all answered my question. Asher, your partner was able to guess day one's name without even telling him the colors in it. Yes. It's funny because, like, when I was planning out the colorways, Jordan, if you're watching, I love you, but memory, like when it comes to fiber, like there's so much, I can't blame him if he doesn't remember. So as I was planning stuff, I was kind of telling him like, okay, these are the colorways that I want to like base stuff off of. And then once everything was dyed up and finished up and we were taking photos, um, he would like looked at one and he was like, wait, what's this one? And I was like, okay, you have to guess. So then as we were taking photos of everything, we are like playing a game and I was like, you have to guess what the colorway is. Because I was like, I need somewhat of like a gauge to know how accurate my color dyeing skills were, or like at least my interpretation of them. So I would say Jordan got most of them, and there were a few that he was like, I don't know. And then I was like, okay, this is the name of it. And then he was like, oh, okay, I see it. There's just so much to the show. It's kind of hard to like look at a random color and guess what it's supposed to be. But thankfully, I'd say out of the 14 colorways, I think he guessed like at least 10 of them, like spot on, or like he knew where I was going with it. Sarah, I wasn't going to rat you out, but she said, it's me. I'm the one that opened them all up. But I put them back into their envelope. So it's still kind of a surprise when I opened them again. I mean, that could honestly work because, like, my yarn stash, I know everything that I've purchased. Like, it's not a surprise to me. But when I've forgotten about it and then I like see it later on, I'm like, I forgot I had that. And then it's like a little surprise again. So I feel you. Wait, okay. Lainey said, make one right. You can pick it up with the right and transfer it. Okay, so if you're picking it up, because I pick mine up with the right, right? I could transfer it. And then you knit through the back. I need to just work another make one right. Asher. Wait, what? Okay, you're saying learning how to make one by picking up with the right needle is a game changer? For me, picking up with the right needle is a nightmare. I want to pick it up with my left. What? Hello, Noki. You're crocheting a shirt. Join the Discord so I can see. It's so general. I want to know what shirt. Amara, the interesting thing is that the fastest knitters on record knit English style. but being able to do both is so great for color work. I've gotten, I'd say, pretty speedy at English. I just prefer the feel of continental, like it's less movement. Yeah, it's like a lot of my movements are very like micro versus with the English, I'm like wrist and it's too much for me. Like I can do it, but now that I have learned to continental, that is where my preferences lie. Okay, I need to write this down. We are on row 8 now. And once I get close to the end of this row, hopefully I'll be able to kind of show you guys the color change. And now that we're at 45 minutes, I'll probably go until an hour. If y'all are part of the Advent and you haven't opened up day 4 and you haven't checked Instagram, open up day 4 because I'm gonna show you guys day 4 caked up. And I don't want to be the one to ruin it for you. So fair warning, go open them up. Because before you know it, I'm gonna have to cast on. I'm gonna have to change out my colors to day 4. Oh, that's where I tied on the yarn. Oh man. Here we go. Bree, have you opened up the days yet though? Since you haven't started your project yet? Have you been opening them? Okay. Okay. I didn't want to ruin it. She has readjusted and gone back to her slumber. Oh, why are my stitches so tight right here? We don't like that. Ooh. Okay, I only have like one row of the new color laid down, and then the next row is on the needle. I like the blend. There's not very much to show you guys just because it's only literally one row. I like how day 3 is blending into day 2. Brie, I actually opened the last color today. So you opened them all up. I started opening them when it was delivered. See, you and Sarah, you're in the same boat. He said, I am not waiting. And it's funny, I was just telling Sarah this earlier, but when I was making all of the stitch markers, I thought I did my math right, and I thought I did one extra set for myself. And then when I was packaging, I can't speak. When I was packaging the stitch markers, I realized I only made enough for everyone else, and I didn't make myself a set. So as of today, I can't show you guys the first stitch marker, but by the next live stream, maybe today, I'm gonna quickly make myself my avatar stitch markers, because this would be the perfect time to use them, but I didn't make myself them. Okay, Asher. Clarification. Thank you. You said I should clarify. You make one right or left. You pick up with the right, and then you transfer to the left. Okay, on the next row, when I make one right, I'm gonna need y'all's clarification because I'm gonna pick it up with the right and I'm gonna transfer it. And then me, still somewhat a beginner, I'm like, how should I enter the stitch though? Once it's been picked up and transferred to the left needle, how do I enter the stitch? I guess I'm about to find out. I think it's going to be very obvious, but I also don't want to like wrap the stitch in a funny way and then mess up my increases. And I say this every live stream, but let me know if my music is too loud because to me right now, I feel like I'm yelling over it. Emma O'Connor, hello, working on your lunch break. Good to see you knitting. We're here, we're out here. Oh, it's so, like, I can't even, can you guys see? This is the second row of day 3 on the needles. I hate that my face is behind this right now. Can you guys see? It's so hard. Probably should just put it down. Look at that though. That pastel yumminess. Oh, look at, look at that. Oh no. What? Am I still on row 8? Me forgetting what I am doing? Yeah, okay. Oh my lord. How bad? How bad is that? All right, let's pick up some speed so I can work another increase round on the live stream. And then I meant to put this in the email, but I also, for the avatar email, but I also didn't want to like put so much in there and then have you guys like not read it. Because that's me. If the email is too long, I just like breeze through it. So there are a few things with the Advent, like fun things that we're going to be doing that I mentioned way back when we were doing like signups. But the first thing is going to be, I need to like figure out exactly how I'm going to do this, but suggestions from some of you guys were for those that choose to make a whole project, whatever project they want with their Advent yarn. If you guys post it anywhere like on your social media or whatever and tag me like your finished Advent project, I'm going to give out discount codes for the website, for my website, excuse me. And I was also thinking like for those that don't use social media, if you guys choose to leave me a review on my Squarespace, there's no obligation to put any like whatever review you genuinely want to give. That's up to you. But just to leave a review on my website, that will be another way to get a discount. So that was one thing I wanted to do, and that obviously will come at the end of the Advent. And then I was thinking for those that choose to do both, post their whips or their FOs and leave a review, then I'll give you like a larger discount code. And then the second thing, the more fun thing that I wanted to talk about is as we're opening up all the days, I was thinking once the Advent is done, like we open up all 14 days, what I want to do is let you guys vote on your 2 top favorite colorways out of the entire collection. And I will open up for a limited time orders for full hanks in those 2 colorways. And like I mentioned before, like these colors are not gonna be up like on my website permanently. These are like just advent. So that's why I just want it to be like a limited thing. Like I'll let you guys vote on your top 2 favorite colorways. And then maybe for like sometime after the advent is done, I'll leave the pre-orders open for I don't know, like a week and a half. And then those will be the only times that anybody can get those in full hank versions. Any weight, any fiber that I carry, content. Um, yeah, I just thought, like, I was trying to think about it from the viewpoint of someone who got a box. Like, imagine like you're opening up all these colors, and there's like one of them or two that you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that, but like shirt quantity, or like, oh man, I want to make socks out of that, whatever, like whatever project. I didn't want you guys to just be limited to these mini hanks. So I thought it'd be fun to open up an opportunity to grab full hank colors. So I'll probably, towards the end of the advent, I'll probably open up or create a Google form for you guys to vote on your, she's snoring, to vote on your top 2 favorite colors. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. I'll have to like, I haven't put this on Instagram or anything yet for all those that don't make it to this live stream or don't watch live streams. Why does that look so messy right there? Ooh, tension is a mess. Tension is a mess. Nobody look at my raglan. Nobody look at my increases. It does not look pretty. What happened? It does not look consistent. That's a little bit of a bummer because I'm not redoing that. Yeah, I don't know why. Like maybe something in my MacBook quiets my music, like background noise, because right now it's like so loud for me. And I have really bad hearing. So the fact that it is loud, I think there's like noise cancellation from my built-in speakers on my laptop. See, and then this song is like super quiet. Ain't that nice? So yeah, as you guys are opening up the days, keep that in mind that there will be the option um, to vote on your top 2 favorite colors. Because for me, I'm not sure if I have a favorite color, but I definitely have like top 3 faves that I I don't know if it's cheating, but like I want to dye up for myself to make something, but then that felt not fair. So I will give y'all the option as well. Okay, okay. Back to an increase round. Hello, Gabrielle. Asher, the color transition is so good. Thank you. Can't wait to cast on. Didn't realize I needed to learn tubular cast on for the pattern I chose and am procrastinating. I'll be honest, I haven't done a tubular cast on, so learn for the both of us. Patience, Godspeed. You have this. To be fair, I just did the German short rows and I'm burnt. I'm just trying to stockinette right now. So, oh, let me write this down. Row 9. I just, for the first time, started like actually writing down. Am I making one left right now? Yeah, making one. It better be left. Oh, maybe that's why my increases look all funky monkey. What the heck? Okay, that is so not appealing. The fact that this is happening right now is embarrassing. I've I'm literally about to leak myself, expose myself. That sounded so weird. Okay. So this is one of the raglan y'all are gonna get a kick out of this. Here's one of the raglan increases, okay? Not too shabby, pretty nice and tight, nothing too crazy. Okay, okay. You're probably thinking like, wow, Erin's knitting skills are getting so good. And then I hit you with this. What is this shit? What is, you guys see? Look at, what, why? Uh, I have no words, like there's nothing I can do about it. It's just, she is what she is. It's okay. I'm not that upset about it. Like, I'm really not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for something wearable. So it's cool. Okay. We're going to do this together. Coming up on a make one right in like 10 stitches. Let's see if I can do this. Do this smooth too. Smoothly. Ugh, what a bummer. My increases are a mess. At the very least, I'm remembering to do them. They might not look clean, but it's better than like missing a stitch or something. So least of my problems. Okay, this was more like 25 stitches. Why did I say 10? Okay, 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 okay. We're gonna make one right. I'm gonna transfer it to my left. What's happening here? Oh, oh. Did we just learn a new technique? It's not even that special. I'm just transferring my stitch to the other needle. But I'm geeked out. I hope that looks right. You know, as I continue to do that, I hope that helps with my little increase issue. Okay. I just want to get far enough into my day 3 color so I can show you guys what it looks like on the top. Now we're just over an hour. All right, I'll give y'all 10 more minutes tops. And then in regards to the next live stream, I'm thinking about scheduling it for Monday. So Monday, same time, like 2:30ish in the afternoon for me, Pacific Standard. Yeah, I want to make sure I live stream enough throughout the Advent so I can slowly show you guys my progress. If I stick with this over the weekend, it's kind of crazy. The next time I show you guys this top, I could be potentially 8 colors in. It's getting messy, getting messy. Oh, bye, Amara. The colorway that I'm on right now, so this is what it looks like caked up. This is Dancing Dragon. And in case you guys are doing the Advent and you're like, what Dancing Dragon? What? It's when Aang and Zuko go to guess you could call it like the Sun Warrior, the temple. Is that the right terminology? But they're gonna like learn where firebending originated from. And they go to like the Sun Warrior colony, if you will. And then they have to go to the very top of the temple. Is it called temple? Yeah, I guess it is. And then the dragons come out and they do the dragon dance to appease the dragons. And there's like the fire bending around them, like in a, because that was a really cool part in the series. And it's also kind of like when Aang and Zuko connect on a deeper level, like they kind of understand each other and they help each other. Okay, here we go again. Make one right and trans. Ooh, drop. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is not smooth. Okay. Oh my gosh, I transferred it back to the right. This is just a struggle for me. We're just learning. We're still learning. Okay, we got it. We got it. It's a little hiccup. Takes me a little bit longer, but stitches a little bit tight. And then I guess I can run through the colors one more time in case you guys joined a little bit late. So the very first color for like the collar that I have right here, the neckline, this is Yip Yip. And then the second colorway right here is Air Nomad or Nomads, Air Nomads. And then now I'm on the Dancing Dragons. And now that we're past an hour, if you haven't opened up day 4, I'm sorry, here we go. I'm going to show day 4. We're showing day 4 on camera. So look away, look away, look away. Okay. Trigger warning. I'm showing day 4. You guys can also see it on my Instagram story. It's not that special, but I just don't want to ruin it for anybody else. So it's kind of hard to see in this light. So go to my Instagram. But this is Moon Spirit. Moon Spirit. And she was inspired by Princess Yue. So yeah, this is Dancing Dragon right now. It's just very, again, my lights are kind of washing it out, but it's just very pastel-y, but also bright, very like fire bending-esque. And then on camera, it just kind of looks like one color on the live stream. But this bad boy is so nice. Like there's just all these different shades in it. Ooh. Ooh. So yeah, it's Princess Yue inspired. That's Moon Spirit. And that is that. Oh, 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 tension, tension, tension. Before I get going, has anybody else been watching the new Avatar? Or is it just me? Have y'all been watching? What are your thoughts on the new Avatar? Thank you, Jean. Wait, okay, I'm only Asher's already telling me stuff that doesn't happen in the new one. I'm only on episode like 4, 5, 4. So what I'm taking from this new Avatar is that they're going to put all 3 seasons of Last Airbender into this one season, right? Right? Or are they making 3 seasons of this live action? You see what I'm saying? Because I'm already on like episode 4 or 5, and already they're like showing things that happened at the end of season 1, so I'm kinda like, "Are we getting gypped here? Are they only doing 1 season?" No, you're good, Asher, it's cool, you're not ruining anything. Noted, though, that the dragon dance, I see what you said. What a bummer. See, like, there's so many, for me, like, crucial, pivotal moments and scenes in Last Avatar that, like, build the characters and, like, make them deeper, you know? And then to know that that doesn't even happen. Even, like, the whole thing, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get so upset. I was starting to get irritated when they were showing King Boomy in the live action. Maybe not irritated, but I was kinda like, "What's go this is not how Airbender went." Do you feel me, Asher? That part where the whole episode with Boomy and, like, how they went down is not accurate. Boomy was never mad at Aang. He never tried to whoop his butt on purpose and, take out his what? I was like, "That's Boomy in the original, Boomy is just, like, teasing Aang and kinda, like, lighthearted and just trying to, like, push him to test his skills, but at the end of it all, he's just like an old friend and happy to see him." And then in this new one, I was like, "What is going on?" I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make it more adult, which I could see, but then that also adds, like, a different depth to the characters. Oh god, here we go again with the make one right. Oh, Atlanta. Spam. Spam call. So yeah, those are just my little ranting on the new show. I'm still gonna finish it. I like it. They changed up on me. They changed up on me. And if there's one thing about Capricorns, we don't like change. We are stubborn. So I was a little bit like, am I watching the right show? I'm dead. I'm sorry. I did not mean to laugh that loud. Alexis said they did Boomy so dirty. Oh man, that was the laugh I needed. Okay, thank God you guys are on board because I was like, this is not Boomy's personality. Y'all are turning him into a monster. They did do him dirty. I agree. Isabella, KAL, KAL means knit along, and then KAL with a C is crochet along. So for those that are working on the same pattern as me, it's kind of like a little KAL. Or if you guys just want to knit or crochet anything else, you can still like knit along with me. You feel me? You feel me? Freddy Friends. Not much longer. I meant to stop at an hour, but now that I'm talking about Boomy, I need like another 10 minutes. So I need to get out of my system. Asher, they don't have enough time to add the charm of the original. So the vibe that you're catching, Asher, is that they're only going to do like this one season, right? Like they're going to fit everything into one. I guess it wouldn't be. That would be like another issue if they really split it up into 3 seasons. Trying to like mimic the whole 3 seasons would have also probably not been a great stylistic choice or like writing choice. So I see why they do change up certain things or like kind of like rushing through the show. But yeah, they're missing the charm. That's what it is. It's like the original Avatar is very like nostalgic and there's a lot of like hard life lessons shown in the show, like very difficult situations to overcome. but at the end of each episode, they still keep it lighthearted and like relatable. And that's what's nice is like, he goes through the tough lesson and learns things the hard way or whatever. And at the end of it, it's just like the end of each episode's very heartwarming, very lighthearted. And this show is not like that. Zolita, they took away most of Aang's childlike behavior. Yeah. They also changed up Sokka's character, which I'm like he's got his like little one-liners and his jokes throughout the series so far, or this show so far. But they also made Sokka like a lot more serious as well. So, hmm, hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Asher, exactly. I was also looking forward to Boomy being as childlike as Aang. And it's like they did that whole dramatic scene with the two of or Boomy being like pissed at Aang. Like, no, I'm gonna whoop your butt right now. Like, we're gonna fight until one of us is not living anymore because I'm pissed because you left us on purpose and how could you do that to us and you screwed us and like all pissed off and like really taking out his anger on Aang. And then they think that they can just solve that whole issue right there by ending the episode with them playing on the delivery system in the Earth Kingdom. Like they're playing on the, and they're both like, ha ha ha. What? That's not, what? I was like, you can't just solve it like that. Like, yeah, I was just trying to earthbend you to death, but let's go have a game. Yeah, they didn't sell me on it. They didn't sell me on Boomy. And Boomy is probably one of my favorite characters in the original. What a bummer. And then yeah, the whole thing with Sokka, that's that's all messed up too. The whole charm, and I feel like there's just going to be less growth for him. Oh, Lanta. I don't, oh my gosh, if I have to make another make one right, I might start crying. My patience for this right now. Okay. We're here at the end of row 9. I'm just going to start a few stitches on row 10 so that I don't drop a stitch marker. And then I'll show you guys the colors, and then that'll be that. And then I'll be back on Monday for the next stream. Let's get a couple stitches in here. Okay. For those who are still here, thank you for being patient and listening to me rant and talk about all things Avatar and watching me struggle with the make one rights. I can't with the make one rights anymore. Wait, okay, I need to show off the colors and then I'm going to read the rest of the chat. Hi. Okay, I'll bring you on camera too. So let's just show you guys. Show you. My light in here is a little bit off, like it's off center. It's not directly on me. So that is what day 3 looks like. Oh, look at that. Gorgina. Hello. Good transition. Obviously, it's like still somewhat of a harsh line, but because we have the little bit, or a lot of it of like the tan and the orange from Air Nomads going into a little bit of like the sherbet orange in Dancing Dragons. I didn't think it was going to come off that good. And then here's back side of the top where the German short rows are, right there. Wow, wow, wow. And then if anybody's interested, I mean, I can show you all them pearls. Look at them pearls. Oh, look at that. Wow, wow. Me just like so impressed with how this top is coming out right now. Look at that. Look at these colors. Okay. So yeah, that's that. Sarah, your family's dog back home had a litter of puppies, and the breeder chooses a name theme for each of the litters. That's so cool. And hers was Atla. She only had one litter, one little girl puppy. They only had one. That's crazy. How many were in the litter? Like imagine you have a litter of 8 puppies and they're all boys. Oh, Katara. I mean, that is a cute name. I mean, me being Earth sign, I'm like, why didn't they name her Toph? But at the same time, that name is not very Toph. It's not very it doesn't like flow. It's an Earth sign. It's like hard. Toph. Toph. I'm dead. Carter, you love the calendar so far. The yarn feels so soft. Thank you. Did you get the DK or did you get the sock? I almost said sport, the sock. Asher, I don't think the story will make much sense if you haven't seen the original. There are a lot of plot holes that don't get explained. Ugh, I don't like that. I want to feel closure, like I want to feel like I'm being led on a little journey. Yeah, there's so much like already that they've obviously had to skip over to fit it, but again, it's not a terrible show. I'm entertained. I just I I worry. I worry for when Toph's character actually comes on because I haven't seen that yet. Or even Princess Yue. I saw a screenshot. Somebody like made a reel. I had to skip it because it was about the new avatar, but they screenshot a photo of a still image of Princess Yue from the new show. I just had to be like, can we take a moment before we all leave here for those that have seen the new avatar? Can we discuss for a second the hair styling choices? I think I can't with the hair. I can't with the hair. Thankfully, Katara's hair looks normal. Like it's not that crazy. Sokka's hair normal. I've been having something that really like I stare at it is the way that they have chosen to style not only like wigs but facial hair. It's as if it's like they've never heard of blending before or like a fade. And this is what I think gets to me like the most is like, for example, Ty Lee, Ty Lee's character, even Azula's, like how they did the hair is so, it's like they took the cartoon, the anime, and like directly copied and pasted it instead of making it look realistic. Because like with Ty Lee, they've got like, and same with Azula, she's got like these like hairs, and it's like her hair. See, mine has like layers in it. You see, these are grown out, but just imagine like I took a straightener and I just straight, and there's like No blend. Like it would have looked cute if they did like, messy, like PC. But it's like they literally took a straightener to these girls' hair, made it like stick straight, and then like straight up, like a straight line. That's not even straight, but you get what I'm saying. Like the hair just looks off. Like they didn't even try to disguise it. It's like they want you to know that it's a wig. And then I saw the still image of Princess Yue, and I was like, no, they did her hair dirty, dirty. That's how Jordan says it, dirty. Like it looks like you took a wig from the Renaissance era and then like plopped it on. Like it does not look right. And then even how they did like people's beards, like their facial hair, like Uncle Iroh, like they could have like, had like blending, like his hair's growing out, but it's like they slapped on like like when women have, or people who wear clip-ins, excuse me, people who choose to wear clip-ins in their hair, and like you literally like you find a section of the hair and then you have like the strip and you like click, click, and you like click it in, clip it in. It's like they took a clip-in and they said, okay, Uncle Iroh, we're gonna be doing your hair and makeup today. Are you ready? And he was like, yeah, do me up. And they said, all right. And they just gave him a straight-ish line. It's like there's no, and then like another, I'm like going off right now. There's like another General Fire Nation. He's with Zuko in like the first few episodes. They're not friends, but they're like talking. And they like gave this dude, they just, uh, the hair, the hair. I can't with the hair. Like y'all should have blend. Think of it as makeup, hair makeup. What do you do with the foundation? You blend it. You gotta blend it in. They did none of that. They're like, we've got 10 minutes to put this wig on you. So those are my little thoughts on the show. It's like visualistic choices, rough. It's just so distracting for me. Because like they're talking and like the script is going, and the whole time I'm just looking at Uncle Iroh's beard. Like something doesn't look right. I just can't. I'm sorry. Alexis, my name's Toph because it sounds like tough. Carter, you got the DK weight. How long are the mini yarns and how much is the full one going to be? The minis for the DK, I think it's 49 or 50 yards, I think, for the DK. And then the full, I don't remember how much it is. Probably like 240 is my best guess. No, DK. More, something like that. 240 or something like that. Asher, I feel like we need to have a knit party together because I feel like we would just be cracking each other up. He's like, we do not stand for the shake and go wigs. No, ma'am. It's just so distracting. Like I should be focusing on like the directing or like that physical acting because the acting is not terrible, but I get so caught up just like looking like if here's where I'm looking for the eyes, I'm like up here the whole time. Like I'm like looking at the hairline, like yeah. Alexis, exactly. They look like bad cosplay wigs. Bad. Oh, the litter, there was 4 boys and 1 girl. What kind of breed? What kind of breed of dog? And then I saw somebody else ask this, but Suki is a cocker, and I didn't answer it. I'm sorry. She is a cocker spaniel. I think she's English cocker. Just by looking at her, I'm not 100% sure, but she has There's so many different kinds of cockers, but I think it's just the English. Oh, thanks, Tammy, for watching. Thanks for staying up so late. Midnight? At midnight, I'm either watching Avatar or I'm like this. I'm just out. Sure. I will say I love the way they revealed Zuko's relationship with his ship crew. Not going to spoil it, but it was exceptional acting. Okay. You're giving me something to look forward to. I'm gonna make Jordan watch more of it tonight. He's like so tired when he comes home from work that he's like down to put on the show and watch it. And then I kid you not, for like the last 3 nights, like maybe 5 minutes into the show, he just looks at me and he goes, "Good night. I love you. Good night." And I'm like, "Are you tapping out right now?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he goes to sleep. So I'm like watching it by myself. But I want to see now. There's something to look forward to. I mean, I'm still looking forward to Miss Tough. That's right. That line is from the in the original when they watch the play, right, of themselves. To me, that was like one of the funniest parts of that episode. That was a really good episode when the whole crew goes they're on that island, right? And then they end up watching the play and it's like about themselves and everybody's like getting mad at how their character is being portrayed like themselves and then they're like, oh, this is where like Toph joins the group, right? And they're like, oh, we can't wait to see this. And then they have like this big buff like CrossFit dude come on in a wig and he's like, my name's Toph because it sounds like tough. And Toph loves it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, it's perfect. They wrote me perfectly." And it's hilarious, like in her eyes. That's kind of like how she feels. Like that's how she feels like a big, strapping, tough. I mean, she is the toughest character of the crew. I want to see her character. I just hope they do her justice. Toph better be in the show, right? Right? Oh, Tammy's in bed. Wait, Zolita, why did you cry? I missed something. Oh, Zhao. Is it General Zhao that has like the bad facial hair? I don't think it was Zhao. I don't think it was a general. It was somebody else. So he was like arguing with somebody from the Fire Nation and he just had like really bad chops. Bad chops. That's funny because after I hear that in that actor's voice, when it was like that woman playing Aang's character. And it's like all high pitched. She's like, Avatar State. Yep, yep. Jen. Okay, we're gonna close out. Wow, this was such a fun live. Thank you guys for indulging me, making me laugh. Such a good one. Wow, I feel like I feel tough right now. I feel like I could do a lot right now. Like I feel energized. So we're gonna close up the live stream with a kiss goodbye from Miss Suki. I'm gonna bring her on. Lainey, you're only on episode 2 of the old show or the new? This was so much fun, guys. Hi. Hi. Good morning. Come here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Come on. Yeah, you can go right back to your nap after, huh? There she is. Here's the queen herself. Oh, sleepy. Sleepy head. This girl snoozes all day long. Oh, this is something else I was going to say in the live stream. In case you guys do not follow Suki's Instagram page because we did make her an Instagram. This girl, she was so good all day yesterday. Little angel, just cuddled and slept and a little bit of play. She was such a good girl all day. And then 10 minutes before Jordan comes home from work, I leave the living room to go upstairs just to grab laundry, to start laundry. I was upstairs for 2 minutes. I come downstairs and this girl had chewed through. Is that the right verbiage? She destroyed my MacBook charger again. She's messed up. She chewed through two wires. And I had just bought that replacement one because she chewed it, the first one, maybe like a month ago. And I had just bought that charger because I need multiple. I only had it for like 3 weeks. And then she ate the replacement again. And she knew it. She knew she wasn't supposed to, but I know. Oh, you're getting ready to play. Look at you. Look at you. So yeah, now mom has to buy a third charger. Got some boogies. Let me get the boogies. You dried yogurt on your face too. She's also gotten so her ears have gotten so long now that we're officially tying up her ears when she eats her food because her ears get into everything. And then her ears smell like turkey juice. Just chewing on my finger. Avatar state. Yep, yep. Yeah, Asher Suki is actually named after the original Suki. And it was actually Jordan's suggestion. I think it was like it was like a couple days before we decided we're gonna, like, we had met her, um, like a few days before Christmas. And then like they just like let us meet her and see her personality and stuff. And then um, we thought about, if we really wanted to adopt her. And then Jordan started asking me, like, what should we name her? And there were a few names in mind. I wasn't even thinking Avatar. Um, it sounds so like cliche, but I was like, oh, like Ginger might be cute. Hi, Gingy. Gingy. Um, and then I think the very first name that Jordan suggested, he was like, how about Suki? And I was like, maybe. I was like, maybe that's top two for sure. And then even after we got her, I think we waited like a week or two before we named her, just because we just wanted to see her personality and like see what was going to fit her. And then, yeah, after like a week and a half, I looked at Jordan and I was like, it's like, can we pick a name today? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'm kind of sold on Suki. Like, it's kind of what I love it. So I had a few people remind me too that there's a Suki from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, and she's a cool character too. So that Suki relation could also work. And then there's the other Suki, Sooki, from Gilmore Girls. Um, so yeah, there's like a lot of Sukis that I didn't quite realize, but she's Suki. Avatar. Avatar Suki. Zolita, this dog loves yarn, loves everything that isn't her toys. I wouldn't say I've lost a lot of yarn already to her, but she has wrecked a handful of cakes, skeins. Yep. She loves it all. And I have to like tear the yarn off of her teeth because she has little dragon teeth. Sarah, Suki, and Stella can be Biff's BFFs. Speaking of which, Suki gets, I believe, her last shot on Saturday. So we don't know how long the waiting period is, but that means we can actually take Suki on her first walk or like to a dog park, to a park. She hasn't left the confines of this home because of parvo and all the bad diseases and shit that dogs can contract. So we're hoping if the vet says it's okay, we're hoping to take her on her very first walk on Saturday. And then we do want to take her to dog parks, but we got to be really careful because she's still really little. And there's like dogs, like all the dogs are on leashes in our community where we live, but they are menaces. Like I see these dogs being walked like right outside my apartment, and they're super aggressive and like not friendly. I think it was like 5 or 4 days ago. It was like later at night, maybe like 8 or 9, but we could hear somewhere downstairs, like one of our neighbors, like two dogs. It was either like two dogs were fighting with each other or something was going on, but this dog or dogs sounded so dangerously aggressive. Hi, baby. So we want to be really cautious when it comes to taking her out in public because I don't know, even at a dog park, you never know what kind of doggo is out there, and she is little and she's very friendly. And oh, Suki, what were you doing? No poo poo in Mama's room. No poo poo in Mama's workroom. That's my cue to go. So yeah, we're hoping to take her on a walk soon. Last set of shots, and she can be out in public. Oh my gosh, you're getting so big. Look at these ears. Look at these things. She wants to play. Asher, it's something about the Mac chargers. Your dog did the same? I'm so tired of replacing the chargers. Like, I'm so tired of it because I know she's just going to do it again. But I need chargers. Like, what do I do? Asher, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the dogs in this community, but the ones I've seen being walked, uh, I wouldn't ask to pet their dog. Let's just put it that way. I wouldn't be like, oh, puppy, puppy, puppy. I'd probably lose a finger. It's dangerous out there. We gotta protect our babies. Give me a kiss. Love you. Okay. All right. This I meant to end the live stream at 1 hour. We're at 1 hour 45. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. But I'm gonna put it in the schedule right now on YouTube Monday about to it. About to it. about 2-ish on Monday. Okay, 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 okay. You're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna get going before she bites my hand off. She's a needy one. She's so needy. My name is. Ow. She's still teething too. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going before she yells at me again. See you on Monday, hopefully. Join the Discord. Share photos of your whips. Say bye, Suki. Bye, 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 bye. Is Suki good girl? Bye.